LEGO fans to LEGO The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey review. Today we have what some consider to be the best LEGO Hobbit set called Attack of the Wargs. And so we're right between the Misty Mountains and the Caravan. So let's go ahead and take a look at this awesome set. Alright, so here's the set itself. It's of course The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey Attack of the Wargs. And a lot of critics say that this is the best LEGO The Hobbit set. We will tell you our opinions on that after the review. And I believe I forgot to mention that we do have a special guest on here, Feanor II, whom you may recognize from the Battle of Helm's Deep in the Uruk-hai Attack review. So, anything you would like to say? Any preliminary thoughts?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and give you the specifics on the set. It's set 79002. Contains 400 pieces and even 400. Retails for $49.99, so we're quite high on price per piece. And the recommended age is rated to 14, but no one cares about that. So, yeah, it should be about $40, but it is $50. But we do get some new molds and some bigger pieces, which we will show you. So you do just get the one instruction booklet, which I'll thumb through for you real quick. It's fairly thick. It's mostly composed of the tree. So, and it's got about 68, 69 pages. So we'll be back in just a second to show you the minifigures. Alright, so here are the minifigures, and you do get quite a few in this set. First of all, we get an orc. And I believe this is the first set you can get normal orcs, except for the Orc Forge. So, that's nice. You do get this nice orc hairpiece, which is basically the same as the elvish hairpiece. A little different. And, oops, the orc does not come with a double-sided head. It does have some printing on the back of the head, though. Some hair and some acne or something there. Some nice back printing, and of course a little bit of front printing there as well. So Feanor will show you the next one.
Yes, again, it's one of the only normal orcs that you can get. Same hairpiece, same back of head printing. This one carries a bow and arrow, which is the main difference. And he also has the sheaf of arrows.
The quiver.
Quiver, whatever that was called.
I believe the Hobbit sets are the first time we've seen these quivers, but I'm not sure on that.
I'm not sure either. And back printing. So yeah, basically the same.
Now, I believe this is the first time that we have seen a different looking orc from the normal orcs. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the box, this character is called Yasnake. And until recently, we all believed that this was a misprint and that this is really Azog. But recently at the San Diego Comic-Con, randomly chosen people have been given an Azog minifigure in a box. And they are now retailing for $1,500 or more on eBay. So, is this the El Cheapo Azog? Or are these people who are paying $1,500 going to be sincerely disappointed when we get Azogs in the next wave of Hobbit sets? That would be pretty hysterical, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be, although I have to say I'm going towards the second option, that they're just going to be disappointed because that's Yasnake and he is a character in the movies.
But he does look an awful lot like Azog. And you could have passed for Azog, I think, but the other one is nicer. So we do get this nice printed head here, which is quite ugly. And on a double-sided face, we do get back printing on the head with some scars and stuff. He comes with this, what would you call that?
Chest piece.
Chest piece with some bones and stuff. And the torso printing is fairly plain. He's like wearing a black jacket or something, black gloves. And he comes with this bone axe with a golden blade, bronze blade. So overall, very nice minifigure. I hope that they do come out with more different looking orcs, like with Grishnak or Gothmog or something. But anyway, Feanor is now going to show you Biffer, who is his favorite dwarf.
Yes, my favorite dwarf, Biffer. He was attacked once in war between the goblins and the dwarves, and actually got a hatchet stuck in his head. So, that's probably why I like him so much. So he has a spear, which I think that they probably should have done a specially molded piece, because that's not what it really looks like in the movies. And then you can see a very, very nice detailed hair and beard piece.
And that did come in its own bag.
Came in its own bag. I did not know that. I don't have this set for your information. And then you look at his face, and that's
It's pretty weird.
very strange.
It looks like a caveman or something.
Yes, he does. And then I like the printing on the torso.
Can you just hold it up a little more here?
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. And then he has a cape, obviously. There's his other face.
A little more normal there.
Yes. And there's some nice back printing. Now I'll hand it back over to Bilbo.
So overall, once again, very nice job on the dwarves, as with all or most of them anyway. And finally we have Thorin Oakenshield, who at the moment is exclusive to this set, but we have seen on the internet pictures of a new Desolation of Smog set called Lake Town Chase, and Thorin does come in that set. So, if you're only going to get this set for Thorin, but you don't really care for the set, then hold out for Lake Town Chase, because I believe that is a little cheaper. I believe this is the same hairpiece as Keely's.
Yes.
Yes. Same color and everything. So, a nice printed head, and he does have double-sided head like all but one of them. And some very nice printing with the airboard designs on it. And some nice back printing here as well with some furs. And a nice silver belt. And he comes with an axe with a black shaft and a short sword like we see with a lot of these dwarves and hobbits and stuff. So, Feanor will show you the two wargs now.
So this is the standard gray warg that the majority of the Gundadag orcs ride. Nice opening jaws, moving head.
Can't really see that.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Moving head. Moving jaws. Opposable tail. And I really wish that they made the wargs so that way you could stand up
like the horses.
like the horses, but I guess they opted for the opposable tail instead. And then this is the white warg that Azog rides. Again, opposable jaw, head, and
so it's interesting that Yaznik is riding this warg.
yes, tail.
Which is kind of why I'm thinking that we're not going to get an actual Azog.
Mm-hmm. And then you can see a little more detail around the eyes and the nose than you did on the other one. And those are the wargs.
Well, one thing to point out here is that you do get little bricks here to put in place of the saddles, if you want to give them a more natural look. So that's for the gray warg, and here's for the white warg. And as some of you Hobbit fans will know, these wargs are supposed to look different from the ones in the Lord of the Rings, which have a more hyena look. So I'll be interested to see if we get a set with those types of wargs, and if we do, will they look different. So we'll be back in just a minute to show you the actual set, and Feanor will start with the rock piece.
Okay, so this is the rock piece from the set Attack of the Wargs, obviously. So, in this part, Azog is riding his white warg. In this case, we have Yaznig riding the white warg.
Because we don't have $1,500.
Exactly. And they are sitting on top of this rock. And they would be facing the tree, but we want to show you this part. So this comes in two parts, really. Comes in part with just the rock, and then Where's the detachment place, Bilbo?
It is right here. Just kind of pull it out.
Right there?
It's just
Pull
attached
it
by a
out?
tactic pin. Yes.
Okay. So, there are the two parts. This is a catapult-like part. And then this part is the rock. We'll show you this part first. So you can see it moves. And you have some nice skeleton pieces there. There's the back of it.
And that's where you attach it.
Yes.
Via
that's
this
where you
black
attach
pin.
it. And right here, this is so that way you can fling the dwarves. Up here, I'll show you with both of them.
Yes.
Turn. That didn't work very well. So we'll try again. Again, it didn't work very well, but it is
You can get it to go quite high.
You can?
Yes.
Alright. And then...
Let me give it a shot.
Okay.
Definitely takes some experimentation, but spear's in the way. I'm gonna get rid of the spear.
T-Fools playing with Legos.
Yes. I don't know if you saw that, but it went all the way over here.
Went way over there. And if you want to be an orc instead of a nice dwarf, you can fling rocks out there.
And those obviously are going to go a little further.
Yes, they are. Like that one. And that's really...
Just wanted to show you up close of what this looks like with the white warg on here. That's definitely what you're going to want to do with your white warg for display. So with the tree, it's quite large. I'll show it to you in sections. You do get these two little fires.
Fire things.
Like little containers of fire, because there was fire everywhere, especially in the book and in the movie too. And in the tree there is a specific point where one is meant to go, like in this little compartment here. And you can just set the other one wherever. So, as for the tree itself, not the best way to make an actual set, but really what else could they have done to put some awesome wargs in a set? So let me just give it a little 360 here. You get a couple of neat little functions on the tree. So at the bottom here we get lots of these new mushroom pieces, like we see in Fleeing from Mirkwood Spiders. I think in the set they only told you to put two, but I put an extra one there, because it came with an extra mushroom piece. Lots of these new olive green pieces. We don't see these too often. And of course we see these green pieces quite a lot. So when you're playing with the catapult, I think what you're supposed to do is aim for in here, because it'll keep the dwarves sturdy. So it takes quite a bit of experimentation, but it's a fun little game that especially younger kids might enjoy. So there's all kinds of points here where you can put dwarves. So you definitely want to get some more members of the traveling company, especially on those brown points on the branches and stuff. So there's all kinds of places. It's going to be difficult to get all 15 members of the traveling company on here, but there's definitely potential to put quite a few on here. So as for functions, you do get these little fire and water, I'm guessing. Could also be like Gandalf's magic or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be water though. So you get 4 of those, but you can put 2 of them in these specified points. And these are kind of like flick missiles, but they work much better. So it went all the way over there.
That is much, much better.
And here's the fire one. It would work better if I had 2 hands, but... So those go quite far, and they're much better than flick missiles. So I like that they've been including these little mechanisms to push the flick missiles a little better. And one thing you do get here is a little crystal, a little gold crystal. And the main part about this tree is that it's quite posable. It has 2 or 3 points so you can spin it. There's one here, and another one here, and yeah, I guess it's just 2. But you can get the tree in all kinds of positions. Can you demonstrate that a little bit?
Oh, yeah. And this is helpful for, like, if you want to make, like, several different trees.
Yes.
So, like, if you want to demonstrate the movie, sort of, you can put it like that, or you could put it like that to demonstrate a tree that had more densely grown branches, or you could do it like this, so that way you can tell that there aren't a whole lot of branches on this tree, or even close together on the tree. Just keeps on going. The possibilities are really endless.
So it's definitely a nice feature to include because not much more you can do with a tree. So we'll be back in a few minutes with some building tips and add-ons and of course the ratings. Alright, so we're back for some building tips and some suggestions. So first of all, we've taken the liberty to add some more orcs from the Orc Forge and all the dwarves from all the Hobbit sets.
And Bilbo and Gandalf.
Yes, Gandalf's at the top and Bilbo's right there. And we have every single dwarf in here. So we'll go ahead and show you what it looks like.
Thorn, Oin, Dwalin, Norn, Bofer, Balin, Gloin, Ori, Bomber. There's Bilbo. That's Dory on the end there. We gotta move this orc guy along with the tree to see Feely and Keely.
So as you can see, the tree looks a little too crowded, but in reality I think it's spread out over 2 or 3 trees, isn't it?
Yes. Until they get to the final tree.
And speaking of the final tree, one thing that we would have really liked is if they included a great eagle. But of course you now have 2 of them, one from the Tower of Orthanc and one from the Battle at the Black Gate. So I'll go ahead and show you what one of those looks like now. But you'll also see these in both of those reviews, which we'll be doing soon. So, you know, it'd be nice if you could, I don't know, attach it like up here somewhere. And
Or
they can sit on
down.
They can have them sit on, you can have the dwarves sit on it, or you can have them grab their feet. So you'll definitely want to add some great eagles to your display. And it's perfect if you have a bald minifigure. So I believe that's it for building tips. Is there anything you would like to add?
Not that I can think of.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and get to the ratings. I will rate the build. It's not too many unique parts and pieces in this set. Really, it's just the warg molds, and then the new mushroom caps, and some of these olive green branches are new, or at least not seen very often. So other than that, it's mostly brown pieces that we see a lot. So for the build, I'm gonna have to give it 6, I think. It's just not that exciting to build, so I'm gonna have to give it a 6. But I'll let Feanor rate it for the playability.
Actually, can I rate it for display?
Okay. Well, for the playability, you do get a few functions. You can either fling dwarves or rocks via this. You can spin the tree, and then of course you have the flick missiles, which work very well up there. So I think I will give it an 8 for playability. I think younger kids especially will have a lot of fun with this, especially to get some more of the dwarves. So Feanor will rate it for the displayability.
I want to give it a 7.
7?
Yes. Because it's not, like, great for display. Because obviously, if you wanted to display this set as the centerpiece and you wanted to have all the traveling company, that's what you would get. And it's very cluttered. It's not a whole lot of fun to try to set up. It's very precarious. All you have to do is that, and you make a branch fall. So, really, I can't rate this one very highly on the displayability, but I do like the spinning, and I like how you can have a few guys in there. So
Yeah, you definitely have more than the 2 that they include. But
Yes.
some people might want to pick up 1 or 2 more of these trees like are in the scene, and it'll look a little less cluttered. So what was your
my what?
rating for
It was
displayability?
a 7.
7. Alright, so we have 6, 8, and 7. I would like to comment that a lot of people say this is the best Hobbit set, but I think that they're just saying that because of the new Warg molds. Those are awesome. I think you'll agree on that.
Yes.
So that's why most people will rate this highly. I personally prefer An Unexpected Gathering and the Goblin King Battle. Those are my two favorites. Oh, no. Escape in the Barrels. I love that one. So, Escape in the Barrels and Unexpected Gathering are my two personal favorites. But, overall, a fairly nice set. So, keep an eye out for some more LEGO The Hobbit Unexpected Journey reviews. And if you're watching this after the winter of 2013, then look out for those Desolation and Smog reviews. And just to let you know, the Tower of Orthon is coming. I'm on the 3rd floor. I think you can see Saruman and Lancer there. That's going to be a very exciting review. I have some great plans for that. And of course, the Battle of Black Gate will be coming soon as well. So, thanks again to our friend Feanor II. Hopefully, we'll see you some more